welcome. Have you ever noticed how some businesses seem to spot big changes coming, and others get caught completely off guard? The difference often lies in something called environmental scanning. It's a proactive way to monitor the world around us so we can act before it's too late. In this session, we'll explore how leaders and organizations use scanning to detect change, reduce uncertainty, and gain a strategic edge. In today's world, change doesn't creep, it crashes. Over 85% of executives expect disruption in their industries within 5 years. To stay ahead, organizations must develop the ability to read the signs of change early. Environmental scanning isn't just a good idea, it's a survival skill. And for future business leaders like you, it's a mindset you can begin building today. So, what is environmental scanning exactly? It's a systematic way to collect and interpret information about external factors, things happening in society, the economy, politics, technology, and the environment that might affect your organization. The goal is to identify early warning signs of change and prepare before those changes become urgent problems or missed opportunities. A popular tool for scanning is called the STEEP framework. It helps break down the vast external world into manageable categories: social, trends and demographics, lifestyles, and public attitudes; technological, breakthroughs, automation, and digital shifts; economic, inflation, labor markets, or global trade flows; environmental, climate change, resource scarcity, or sustainability; political, regulations, policies, and geopolitical tensions. Using STEEP ensures that we scan across a wide horizon and not just in our comfort zone. Effective scanning follows a cycle. 1. Identify what trends matter most. 2. Collect data from a wide range of sources. 3. Analyze what it means. Look for patterns. 4. Apply the insight to guide real-world strategy. It's not just about gathering headlines. It's about using what you find to drive smart decisions. Not all trends are created equal, and they don't all happen at once. The immediate horizon focuses on what's happening now or soon. The mid-horizon looks 1 to 3 years out, just far enough to plan, but close enough to act. The far horizon is 3 to 10 years out. That's where disruption often lives, and where foresight becomes crucial. There are 2 main ways to scan. The first is outside in. You start with the external world, what's happening globally, and work inward. You look broadly, then narrow your focus to what really matters. This approach is great for spotting unexpected threats or opportunities that your organization isn't currently thinking about. The second approach is inside out. Here you begin by looking inward, your mission, capabilities, and goals. Then you scan for external factors that directly affect those priorities. This helps you focus and align scanning efforts with your existing strategy, but it may miss surprises lurking outside your current field of vision. So, which is better? Outside in or inside out? They both have strengths. Outside in sees what's coming. Inside out ensures relevance. Ideally, you blend the two, wide enough to spot surprises, focused enough to act. Even great scanning efforts can be derailed by our own brains. Confirmation bias makes us look for what we already believe. Availability bias overweights recent or flashy news. Groupthink suppresses dissent and creativity. Status quo bias keeps us clinging to how things are. Recognizing these mental shortcuts helps us overcome them. Blind spots are dangerous. They often hide in industry orthodoxies, those "we've always done it this way" assumptions. Competency traps, being too good at the old way to see the new. Homogeneous teams, groups that all think alike. Information filters, where signals get lost in translation. Identifying and challenging these blind spots makes your organization sharper. Here's how to push beyond your limits. Bring in diverse perspectives, generational, cultural, disciplinary. Use structured questioning to dig deeper. Assign a devil's advocate to challenge assumptions. Build external networks to hear what others see coming. This turns scanning into a team sport, not a solo act. To scan well, cast a wide net. Blend digital tools, industry reports, social media listening, academic research, customer conversations. The goal is not just more data, but richer, more useful insight. Once you've collected signals, it's time to filter. 1. Is it relevant to our goals? 2. Is the source credible? 3. Have we seen similar signals elsewhere? 4. What's the potential impact? These filters help you separate noise from signal and focus on what truly matters. Technology supercharges scanning. AI-powered analytics can detect patterns humans miss. Social listening uncovers emerging public sentiment. Competitive intelligence shows what rivals are up to. These tools don't replace human insight, but they make scanning faster, deeper, and smarter.
Key performance indicators for scanning include signal detection rate, advance warning time, insight implementation, source diversity, and decision impact. These metrics help measure the effectiveness of scanning efforts and ensure that organizations can respond proactively to external changes.
Netflix is a textbook example of smart scanning. In 2007, it saw DVDs fading and pivoted to streaming. By 2013, it scanned user data and launched its own shows. In 2016, it anticipated global streaming growth and went worldwide. In 2020, it doubled down on personalization to stay ahead. This wasn't luck. It was environmental scanning in action. For scanning to succeed, it needs structure, a dedicated team to monitor trends, rhythms for reviewing signals, weekly, monthly, quarterly. Information flows to decision makers. And ways to measure impact. How is scanning shaping strategy? Scanning can't live in a silo. Teams scan constantly. Signals are analyzed and reviewed regularly. Strategies are built with scanning insights in mind. And plans are refined as new information appears. That's how organizations stay adaptive in a world that won't sit still. Even good efforts can fail if they're too narrow, missing changes outside your field, too short-term, ignoring big shifts coming down the road, just reporting, creating pretty documents no one uses, or too isolated, detached from the people who make decisions. Scanning only works when it leads to action. Ultimately, scanning is a way of thinking. It starts with curiosity, asking what's changing. It grows with pattern recognition, connecting dots across domains. And it thrives in uncertainty, accepting that we'll never have perfect information, but we can still act wisely. The future favors the observant. And that starts now with you.